Hi, I'm Rusty Keeler. I'm the author of the Griffin House book, Seasons of Play, and I am all about connecting kids to nature through play and how we can design beautiful, natural environments to support great child-directed play out of natural materials like hills and plants, trees, sand, water, mud, that kind of stuff, the good stuff. So I have a few tips today to help you as you think about how to take your outdoor play space to the next level. And the first thing to do before you even think about what you want to add is to actually connect to your core values for play and children and learning and the outdoors. What do you want for your children? What kind of opportunities? What do you believe in when it comes to play and nature and mess? Yes, mess. Okay, so when you connect to your core values, another thing as we are thinking about creating spaces for children today is to actually go back in our memories and our hearts to our own childhood, where we played when we were kids. Where did you play? Did you have a place that you played outside? When we're talking about creating natural environments for children, we're thinking about bringing in all sorts of sensory experiences. So take a moment and think about a favorite place where you played outside and think of all the sensory experiences that were there. What did it look like? But what did it smell like? Or feel like? Sound like? Taste like? And maybe these kind of experiences remind us about the depth and the importance of play in our own lives, in our own growing up. And then it gives us ideas when we start to think about the kind of spaces we want to create for children who are being children now, who are growing up now. What kind of environments? What kind of sensory experiences? Okay, so that's the memory stuff. But now you want some good hard tips. All right, things that you can do in your yard. I would say one of the biggest things that you can do, the easiest things you can do, the simplest things you can do, fastest things you can do is add loose parts to your outdoor play environment. Yeah, loose parts, loose stuff. Yeah, you don't have to spend lots of money building things and bringing in sculpture or dump trucks loads of dirt to make hills. Just start thinking about what you can bring into your yard that children can play with. And we're not talking toys, we're talking things like straw bales, or loose boards, or traffic cones, or buckets, or balls, or hula hoops, or rope, or cardboard boxes. Loose stuff. Because we're all about child-directed play and giving children the opportunity to have some control over their space and design their own play space. Let them have some control over it. Okay, another tip is plants. I want you to plant stuff out there, but plant abundantly. Get tons of plants. When you start to think what you're going to put in for your garden next year or just in your yard next year, plant tons of stuff. So like sunflowers. If you can plant some sunflowers, it's a great plant to have in children's environments. But instead of just planting a few or just one little row, I say go abundant. Go overboard. Plant 1 million sunflowers. And that way you'll have plenty that will survive children, the kind of natural clippers and trimmers. But then you'll also have so many that children can pick the leaves, really inspect that plant, love that plant, can pick the flowers, can pick the seeds, add the flowers to mud kitchen concoctions. Yeah, so there's plenty. So just abundance. Now's the time for abundance. And while we're thinking about what you can do with flowers, making mud pies, here's another tip. Another thing to try is a mud kitchen. A mud kitchen. That's the place that you make mud pies. Yeah. So what is a mud kitchen? You look it up online, you'll see a million pictures and a million great ideas what people have done. free materials like pallets, or boards, or something you can build, something your significant other can help build, parents with children, lots of possibilities. But basically, a mud kitchen is like a table. And you may not even need a table, but basically a flat surface, like a table, and then have some beat up pots and pans. We all can go through our kitchen and look at the cabinets and think, here's a couple pots and pans that could go to the mud kitchen. So yeah, bring some pots and pans. Then you can have dirt, you can have sand, you can have gravel, you can have wood chips. It doesn't have to be mud. Basically, you just want a table, some stuff, and kids can mix things and make things and have some fun. Basically a place that is saying yes. Yes to what the kids want to do, the child-directed play, and yes to a little bit of mess. Like a mud kitchen is the gateway play element to messy play or risky play. So give it a try. And while we're at it, the last little tip here is when you want children to be outside and feel more comfortable being outside, you go outside too. Yay. Outside's a good place to be. You can take some deep breaths, hear the chirp of birds and crickets, see some blue sky, see the sunshine, feel it. And you will also be sending the message to children that outside is a great place to be. So think about ways that would make it fun for you to be outside too. And when you have fun, the children will have fun, and pretty soon we'll be sampling some yummy mud pies. Woo-hoo. All right, have fun.